Green flag is in the air. We are racing for the Canadian Vintage Modifieds. Scott Tonelli in the 14 car jumps out to the early race lead. Jay Pepin's going to settle in second, but he's got some pressure from the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. Murdoch on the top, trying to work around the 43 of Jay Pepin, and he's going to do so. Second place will be the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. Murdoch in that Young Drivers of Canada DJD Graphics sponsored machine. Scott Tonelli out front by about a car length in the Cambridge Car Star Custom Sign and Graphics sponsored entry. He leads the field back into turn 1 and 2 as they work lap number 2. Holding on to that third place is the 43 of Jay Pepin in the Wow One Day Painting sponsored machine. He's holding on to that third spot. They're side by side behind him. That's the 15 of TJ Marshall in the Swears Custom Painting Riverside Heating and Air Conditioning sponsored entry. Then right behind him, the 84 of Jeremy Barton in the Oakville Trailers sponsored entry. They are nose to tail from about third on back to about 10th. As Barton is in the middle, Rick Willigar in the Oakville Trailers stuff in car number 8. And Mike Pond in the 1 car in the Grisdale Racing Products Burlington Mazda sponsored entry is on the back of that train as well. Ian McIntyre in the Grisdale Enterprises and Steve Murdoch in the 42 and the DJD Graphics sponsored entry, holding on to the back of that train as well. Battle for the race lead up front as Quinton Murdoch is closed within a car length as they work around the 57 of Joey Woolsey. Murdoch trying to see if he can track down and hunt down the 14 of Scott Tonelli as they work lap number 6. Tonelli still holding on to that top spot as Murdoch stalking the rear tire marks of the 14 car. They've opened up about a straightaway lead over the third place runner, the 15 of TJ Marshall. Fourth is the 84 of Jeremy Barton. Now we got a battle for the lead. Murdoch to the inside. Scott Tonelli on the top side. Murdoch slings that 7 machine down to the bottom. They're going to drag race back down the back straightaway down into 3 and 4. Still side by side for the race lead. Tonelli up top. Murdoch is going to take the advantage. New race leader, the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. He's going to jump out in front of the 14 of Scott Tonelli. Tonelli is going to settle in behind him with about a half straightaway lead over the third place of TJ Marshall. Then Jeremy Barton and Ricky Willigar round out the top 5. Murdoch now trying to see if he can drive away from the 14 of Scott Tonelli as he's opened up about a 3 car length lead over the 14 car. They're going to work their way around the lap car of the 57 of Joey Woolsey. Single file here throughout the field. Real battle. Ian McIntyre in the 5 car. In the 42 of Steve Murdoch, they're battling wheel to wheel for the 7th and 8th position. McIntyre holds it. Murdoch wants it. Leaders work lap number 12. This time by, they're going to see the cross flags in the air. Halfway home, halfway to go. Murdoch in the 7 car continues to lead. Scott Tonelli is in second. TJ Marshall in the 15 is in third. Fourth is the 84 of Jeremy Barton. Fifth is the 8 of Ricky Willigar. 6 is the 1 of Mike Pond. 7th is the 5 of Ian McIntyre. 8th is the 42 of Steve Murdoch. 9th, the 43 of Jay Pepin. And rounding out the top 10, the 57 of Joey Woolsey. Battle for 4th is starting to heat up as Ricky Willigar is really putting the pressure on the 84 of Jeremy Barton. Willigar really up underneath the rear bumper of that 84 car. A little bit of a nudge through turns 1 and 2 as Willigar trying to see if he can get around. Problems with the 42 of Steve Murdoch. He goes for a spin on the inside grass here. We are going to stay green. Still, leaders work lap number 17. Murdoch out front. Tonelli is in second. Marshall's in third. Barton is in fourth in the 84. Rounding out the top 5, the 8 of Ricky Willigar. Working around the 43 car of Jay Pepin are our race leaders. They're putting lap number 18 onto the board here this time around. Murdoch's opened up about a 6 car length, maybe 7 car length advantage over the 14 of Scott Tonelli. Tonelli is slowly falling into the clutches of the 15 of TJ Marshall as they work lap number 19. They're going to see 5 more laps to go this time around. Marshall's really putting the pressure on Tonelli now, as he's with bumper's length here as they see 5 to go from our flagman Doug. 5 more trips around for the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. The battle's on for second, though, as Marshall is all over the back bumper of Scott Tonelli. Tonelli holding on to that second spot, having a great run in that 14 machine. Marshall trying everything he can to try and rattle the 14 of Tonelli, but he's still got about a car length lead over the 14. Marshall with a big move getting into turns 3 and 4 as they work lap number 22 this time by. Marshall still trying to get around the 14 of Tonelli. Tonelli slips up off of turn 2. Marshall takes the room and he's going to slide underneath the 14 car. 2 more trips around, but TJ Marshall's going to take second away from the 14 of Scott Tonelli. Tonelli's going to have 2 more laps to see if he can get back around Marshall and take that second podium spot. As Quinton Murdoch is checked out, he's going to see the white flag. 1 more trip around for the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. Murdoch down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4 for the last time. Off of turn 4, checkered flag is going to fly. Feature win goes to the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. Second will be the 15 of TJ Marshall. Third, the 14 of Scott Tonelli. Fourth is going to be the 84 of Jeremy Barton. And rounding out the top 5, the 8 car of Rick Willigar. We're going to head down to Quick Victory Lane and grab a word with our feature winner, the 7 of Quinton Murdoch.